Well, all right. We are here back another day. How are you doing, beautiful people? I hope you're all doing amazing. We are back here for another business clinic, another money clinic, another way to earn back money and time into your site and more for your family, for your community. We're not selling you anything. This is a community service from ours, from our side, from our company, from our consulting firm to the community. If you own your own business, if you are an employee and you're striving to do better in life, this is a show for you. Every day we come here between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. to answer questions. You could pop in live on the calls and we will talk about your specific needs, whether it is your need for growth within an organization you're already a part of, or whether you own your own business. That's what we get online here for, to serve you. So if you at any time during this call, during this live session, want to get in on the call, definitely go up to the text message. We are actually showing up there. Send us a message. We'll ask for your name and email, and then we're going to actually connect you live to us. We're actually sending you guys, if you own your own business, your own version of this document we've worked so hard for, on how you could actually implement and integrate artificial intelligence into your business, into your day-to-day operations, so you will actually be able to do more, to sell more, to actually earn back your time. Now, with that being said, I want to start today's conversation with one of the biggest strategic consultants in the world, because every day I want to actually bring you somebody and present you an idea. And today's idea is going to be presented by the one and only Mr. Tony Robbins. This man has been in the industry for over 50 years. He owns over 100 different companies on his own that he's a partner with. And just within the few years of the past, they have surpassed billions of food fed to people who are hungry and need food. They're planting millions of trees. They're doing crazy things in the world. He's one of the biggest figures that has time over time showed up at the front of the magazines. He has coached and consulted with US presidents, with some of the biggest business people we know of, with Oprah Winfrey. His retainer is $1 million with a 3 years wait time for 10 phone calls of 1 hour. That's $100,000 per hour worth of wisdom and knowledge. And the reason he gets paid that with a 3 year wait time is because of the immense value he gets to bring to people who have the capability and the means to pay $1 million. And no, those people are not stupid. They know what they're paying for, and they get 10x what they put in. And believe me, you're going to just get so much out of this. If you own your own business, stay with me, because this is going to be hot. This is going to be awesome. And I want you to be watching this and tuning in, because this could definitely change everything for you. Oh, we just realized that we weren't live on Instagram. So now we are live on Instagram too. Perfect. So we are on 8 different platforms. Wherever you're seeing us, thank you for joining us. I'm not seeing all of your messages. I only see the messages that we are sent, usually on Facebook or on YouTube. So if you want to talk to us, if you want to ask your questions, please, again, go to the phone number above, get in touch with us, get your free gift of AI integrations for your business to earn back time and money. And without further ado, we are actually going to go to the one and only Mr. Tony Robbins and see what he has to share with us when it comes to business growth. This is a strategy that will be able to open your eyes to new possibilities, so you can understand how to actually manage your business and how to even view your business, so you could best maximize and optimize your output. Let's go. Oh, come on, baby.
You go from infant to toddler, from toddler to teenager. Does a teenager operate the same way as a toddler? If a teenager, you give them the keys to the car and say, drive 50 miles an hour, what will they do? drive as fast as they can, right? And that's what happens to entrepreneurs when they get in that stage. If you don't understand this, you're going to do the right thing at the wrong time. See, if you plant in the winter, it doesn't matter how much you believe or how hard you work, it's not going to happen. So you have to understand the timing of what's going on. Both industries have a timing of growth, and your company does. Many of you, this is not being offensive because I hope you feel my love for you. If you took the risk to start your own business, my respect for you is here because you're this percentage of the population and you employ everybody else. And if you're working in a company and you're not there yet, but you even have that aspiration, I respect you. I can tell you this because I've done this. I was a business operator for more than a decade. I worked my guts out and I was always stressed out because I was doing it all. And I would let certain people do things, but I'd always upset, criticize, they didn't do it well. And so I was trapped. I was in the founder's trap. In that trap, you can't grow because there's no leverage. The only way out of it is to start developing some people. Success in business, in life, is the result of one thing: good judgment. You make good decisions, you're gonna crush it. Now the problem is, are you always gonna make good decisions? Are the people you hire who are maybe not yet as skilled or talented in this area as you, are they gonna make bad decisions? Yes, and most of your good decisions came because good decisions are the result of experience. Experience is often the result of bad decisions. So you have to have them be able to fail and still support, or you'll never have a business. If you can learn faster than other people, and you can, if you recognize patterns, learn to use them, you do that, you'll dominate. If you try not to make a mistake, it's already over for you because the tempo will not allow you to go without making a mistake. And let me give you the rules of engagement if you want to be effective here. First of all, number one rule of engagement is energy. If you don't keep that energy, you can forget it. Engagement equals profit. The more engaged your team members are in the business, more actively engaged using all they got, every statistic shows those companies are the most profitable. I can tell you 3 ways right now to grow any business. Any business. You have to know who is your ideal customer. Who's gonna stay with you when the economy goes through the floor? Who's gonna keep buying? Who loves your product enough they'll tell everybody else about it online? You need an irresistible offer. You need an irresistible offer, an offer that is so incredibly good that people go, I'd be an idiot not to at least try it. If you have an irresistible offer, you're gonna win. And then I'll give you the third step, over-deliver. Do more than you promise. If you do more for people than you promise, and you've had an irresistible offer and it meets their deepest needs because you know who they are, you're gonna build an incredible company. If you wanna grow any business, who is your ideal customer? You should be able to articulate that with precision. You should know more about them than they know about themselves. I always say, by the way, life is the dance between what you desire most and what you fear most. That's where people live, those 2 posts. So if I know what you want most, desire most, and what you fear most, I know your wounds, I know your opportunities, I know how to deliver for you. I can come up with an irresistible offer. And by the way, if you want to expand your life, expand your desires and shrink your fears and your world gets bigger. So that's it. Did you ever notice how your energy gets low, you get more negative? Right? Your mind can think of all the problems, all the challenges. Energy's high, it happens, you just solve it. There are lots of moving parts in any business. Most people are good at certain parts of it, so they focus on the parts they're good at. And they don't focus on the parts they're not so good at. And that's how you get bit. That's how you end up in trouble in a business. Most people who are business creators don't give a about accounting. But if you don't understand it, and if you don't manage it, if you don't lead it, and you just hire somebody else, your entire destiny could be in somebody else's hands, and you don't have the information you need because you're not educated. You're gonna crash. From this moment on, in terms of what we're gonna accomplish here, it's gonna be about learning every pattern we can, and you wanna notice your own patterns. Like what makes you feel depressed or deflated or overwhelmed or stressed out so you can change it quickly. You don't wanna let the world trigger you. People are gonna do whatever they do. Your job is get rid of your triggers so you're in charge, so you're not in reaction. The game of business is a really interesting game because in order to get in this game and really be successful, you have to be a gladiator. You gotta be someone that no matter what happens, you're not going down, even though all the odds are against you. This is a game called business where the more you play, the more likely you die. What percentage of businesses are gone in the first year? Do you remember? Do you know? 50% of businesses today So the more you play, the more likely you die. So what makes you a gladiator? The odds are against you and you go, I don't care. Everyone else is dying today, not me. It doesn't matter the odds are against me. It doesn't matter what shows up. It doesn't matter it's wintertime. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter who my competition is. I will find the way or make the way. Bro, we have to expand. That's why business is the ultimate spiritual game. The way you get wealthy is you do more for others than anybody else in the marketplace over and over again, and you build a brand. And when you have a brand, people get on their knees at 7-Eleven and reach around something else to get a Coke. When you're the brand, you dominate completely. But to get there, you got to face all those pieces and you got to add value. So what does every religion on earth teach? Some version of treat thy neighbor, love thy neighbor. But if we fall in love with our clients, not our product or service, because your product and service has a short lifespan today. So you have to find the barrier. The ultimate barrier is building clients that are raving fans. Clients. When Apple almost went under, I can remember at my companies, everybody wanted to change to IBM, to Microsoft. And I was like, okay, we have to because Apple software can't do anything anymore. But my team, which is my creative team, is keeping Apple. And people like us is what kept Apple alive because we were raving fans. They'd been so good for so long, we stayed with them. And then they turned around and then became the dominant force in the world. Your goal is to get to that point. But to do that, you got to be the gladiator. There's two patterns that are most important in business. If you said, what is business? It's two things, innovation and marketing. Now, what does it mean to innovate? Innovation simply means finding a better way to meet your customers' needs. That better way might be faster, quicker, easier, it might be cheaper, it might be more expensive because it meets one of their needs to own something quality. Some people buy based on relationship. Some people, they buy for variety. They want to try different things all the time. Some people buy because the product makes them significant, makes them important, makes them special. People that value significance the most will overpay for it, and they're more than happy to do because they want to feel special and unique more than anything else on earth. The fourth need, some people do it based on connection or love. Some people do it on certainty. They want the same product over. Some people want it because the product's going to make them grow. So part of innovating is meeting their needs better than anybody else. Marketing is getting the want to do business with you, want to seek you out, want to find the way. If you can innovate and market, you have a company like Apple because they keep making the better product, but they're also the best marketers. Is it easier or harder to market today? It's easier to do marketing, it's harder to be effective at marketing. Marketing is everywhere. How many, when you were looking at a website, you don't even see the banners anymore? On average, 15 years ago, to get someone to buy, they had to have 4 exposures to begin the buying process. Today, it's 16. That's a lot of money marketing like that, unless you find a way to break through. If you find a way to break through, it's a totally different game.
Yes. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that piece. There were so many golden nuggets in that 7-minute piece. I hope that you took some of those. And my friends, wherever you're watching us from, thank you so much. I hope you're having a blessed day and I hope you're enjoying your beautiful time. Today, we're going to be discussing the question of Jennifer, which actually sent us this question over our text message, which, by the way, you can as well. As I keep on saying, you can go to our text message and you could send us your questions. So we could actually specifically talk about and discuss your specific and unique needs. Jennifer says, I run a small wellness practice and want to reach more clients without relying solely on one-on-one sessions. How can I scale my business and increase my revenue stream? Brilliant question. Everybody who owns a business, they should strive to actually find ways to scale beyond being one-on-one. The man was just talking to us and he was saying how being a business operator is not what you want to do, because you get into any business as a gladiator, as somebody that says within the first year, 50% of businesses that start up statistically actually go belly up, which means it's a flip of a coin, half and half odds of us winning or losing. Yet we actually, as visionaries, as risk takers, we enter into the world of business, we get into it, we go hard in, and we put everything we have, our time, our love, our energy, and our own money. We work on the side jobs to actually fund our passion and our companies. Yet we get so caught up in the process of operating the day to day stuff, the day to day ordinary stuff that are required for the business to run. And then, even when we get to keep our business alive and survive, we find ourselves after a couple of years in a situation where we're doing so much work that is not even being profitable to the business. It is just work that feels like putting out the fire here and there, and it is not bringing in the money. It is not generating the revenue that's required. So then the question becomes, as a consultant point of perspective, from like a breakthrough business consulting, what can I do to actually make myself more efficient? And the way that was a great question that was pitched to us. The way you would do this is by separating yourself from tasks that just take up your time. See, a lot of business owners feel like I'm just keeping myself busy, and busy is productive. I keep on repeating this: busy doesn't mean productive, busy means broke. Busy means broke. Write that on the wall for yourself. Write it on your phone. Anytime you think you're busy and you're doing something proper, remind yourself that you're just keeping yourself broke by keeping yourself busy. Because smart people, successful people are not busy, they're smart. They actually get to invest their time on what we call the 4% rule. So the 4% of our efforts, 4% of our time and energy yields 64% of the results we see in our life. This doesn't matter whether you own a business or not. If you're watching this, same rule applies to you. If you look at your life right now, everything you own, everything you have, it actually boils down to about 4% of the efforts you've put to create what you have right now. And that 4% is what brings in the results. The rest of it, yes, it's keeping you going. Yes, it's keeping you afloat, yet it's not responsible for bringing in the goods. So the sales, the contracts, the collaboration, the content, the live webinars, whatever you need to keep on delivering as just invaluable content, invaluable structures, invaluable containers to your ideal customer. Tony was just talking about this. Basically, identifying who your most ideal customer is step number one. And then to actually develop an irresistible offer, a Godfather offer. If you own your own business, to actually offer your clients, that's number two. That's the most important thing you get to do. And number three is over delivering when it comes to actually the delivery of your business. So now I know that this is probably a conversation that everybody thinks about. Okay, we know that we got to separate ourselves from the day to days, but it's hard. Like, what do I do? This is what you do. We talked about this. Content and code are two ways you get to offload your own responsibilities from doing the day to day operations, and what will, to most founders and operators, feel like a constant playing of a game of whack a mole or putting out fires here, there, everywhere. You got to delegate, and you got to actually develop systems that can help you with your operations. So again, going back to our beautiful question here of, I run a small wellness practice. Well, first of all, we don't know what kind of a practice you run. Is a wellness practice a small gym, or is a wellness practice a coaching service? I don't know. That's why I encourage you guys to jump on these live calls and talk to us. This is about $500 worth of value that we charge our clients to do these live conversations and breakthrough consultings. This is an open invite to all of you to jump on these calls live. Now, what are we talking about when we talk about systemizations? So when we speak about systemizations, we speak of any way we could leverage technology, any way we could leverage automation, any way we could leverage softwares and code, because code and content are the two things that will allow us to actually create systems. And by the way, every owner that ever has any business that starts anything, they always do it with the one intention of making more money and having freedom of time. Two ideas, two illusions that are not 99% of the times even realized. So if you want more of that, the only way you could possibly ever get to that is when you create systems and you actually do content such as special operating procedures and the codes, the softwares, the artificial intelligence for you to be able to leverage your time and your energy so you get more done out of your day. And again, on the conversation of AI, on the conversation of artificial intelligence, we are living right now, speaking with each other, we are living at the cusp of a technological revolution that is being driven by artificial intelligence at a rate like nothing ever seen before in the history of humanity. So many visionaries, the CEOs of Google, CEOs of Microsoft, so many massive venture capitalist investors around the world are discussing AI in the context of one of the biggest critical events in the history of humanity, comparable to electricity. Yo, you guys understand what that means? That means that what was happening before electricity, if you actually go back to times before electricity, life was so different for humanity as we know it. Imagine a life today without electricity. How do you feel with no refrigerator, with no internet, with no cell phone connection, with no washing machine, with no automobiles? That's all a world without electricity. And what did electricity do for humanity? How did electricity bring us to the next level and help us break through to become so much more efficient? Electricity is a system that was developed and deployed by humanity so that we could actually utilize it, leverage it, so we do less work, less repetitive work. Like, just think about the washing machine. Think about the dishwasher. How much did that change the life of a housewife? How much did that change the life of people who are maintaining a household or businesses? And AI, by the most visionary people on this planet, artificial intelligence, is being compared to electricity in terms of the effect and the power that it has in changing our lives. So again, if you own your own business, start researching AI integrations and onboarding into your business. What do I need to do to automate my business with AI? And we are making you a free guide. It's $99. You don't need to do anything. You can grab it at the text number above. Just text it and we'll send it to you. If you own your own business, or if you work at a business, you want to be a stellar employee of the month, you want to have your picture on the wall, you want to get that raise, you got to bring more value to your company, to your team, to your colleagues. I don't know why people think that it is okay for me to just show up, do this stuff I was doing yesterday, and then wait until the end of the year as an employee to just get a review, and then hopefully I could get a raise. That's not how you earn more income. That is how you're given more income. That's not how you earn it. If you want to earn real extra income, if you want to earn the next title that is above you in the corporate ladder, the only way you do that is by providing more value than what you're being paid for right now to your organization. My friends, I don't know how to tell you this. This is critical. I know so many people who are in between jobs right now and are applying for jobs unsuccessfully because they cannot land a job. Why is that? Because they're putting themselves in the same pool as every other average Joe that is just submitting a resume with a just trivial, at best, cover letter, going on LinkedIn, going on all these recruiting websites, now waiting to get connected. What? Who does that? When there is the workforce, guys, we're going through an economic downturn. If you want to do better for your family, I know people that are now today working double jobs because they need, or they're doing Uber on the side with a full-time job because they want to make and earn more money. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm just letting you know that is not a solution to the problem. That's a band-aid solution at best. You're not even addressing the real underlying cause. What is getting me to actually have to work overtime so I could just keep up with the standard of living? What's doing that is not the fact that economy is just getting more expensive for everybody to have the same experience today, living the same life. You're not even living more luxury, if actually anything, giving up luxury so I could still keep up the quality of my life today compared to 4 years ago. What's happening is that the economy is going towards a downturn as a whole. It's cooling down. There is a lot of inflation that has been introduced into the global economy in every country around the world. Some countries have lost 70, 80, 100% around the world. And these are like G20 countries in the value of their money, of their currency. What does that mean to an average citizen? That means that what you were doing 4 years ago, prior to all of this, if you made $80,000 then, your $80,000 today is gonna only be at best as powerful as a $60,000 salary. So no wonder people have to work double times. No wonder people have to go do Ubers. No wonder people are suffering. And this is my solution. This is my invitation to you. If you want to have a better life, if you want to get clients, if you want to generate leads, if you want to create more sales, if you want to bring more abundance and invite more abundance to your life, this is not a feel happy, like sit down and meditate podcast where we are actually trying to give you the meditation of the morning of abundance. This is strategies that we're trying to discuss with you. This is the invite, guys. Nobody's jumping on these calls yet. Once this catches up, once I do this for a month and people are lining up, we only have 1 hour every day. You're not going to have the opportunity to come and ask your own questions. This is $500 value per hour. We are doing this because of my commitment to pay back to our community, to you who are watching this, somehow, something, some strategy, some breakthrough opportunity so you can leverage your own resources to break through to the next level. Use the opportunity, jump on a live call with us because we are here to serve you. And if you're not doing that, and if you're not actually jumping on a live call to ask your own questions, figuring out how your business, how your job at a corporate office, corporate enterprise can be better, at least pay attention to what I'm telling you and take notes. Go back to these and watch them again. Because the thing that comes to you as a result of your actions is at the end of the day gonna have a delay time between it. And that's where most of people get actually discouraged. We hear of a strategy that I can use to do something. We do it for about 2 weeks, we do it for a month. There is no results that are witnessed, that are experienced, and this one's not working. I'm just gonna throw this away and I'm gonna start with something new. Go on YouTube, go on Instagram, find something new. Stop doing that. The key to success is consistency. Repetition is the mother of all skill, my friend. Repetition is the mother of all skill. There is an absolutely fantastic book. It's called The Compound Effect, and it has a sibling, The Atomic Habits. Any of these two that you want to pick up, please do so. Pick it up and read it so you even comprehend, because our brain does not understand exponential growth because it doesn't make sense to us how it works. You need to understand what exponential growth and compounding effects are, how there are laws of nature, and how, if you want to leverage success and bring that to your life as material success, as social success, as influential success, whatever it is that you think about in terms of your success, you gotta stay consistent. And the key for it is 13 months. 13 months of day to day action puts you ahead of 99% of planet Earth. There are studies that show you 5 minutes a day. Guys, listen to this. My friend, listen to this. 5 minutes a day on whatever subject you want to spend your time on. Say 5 minutes, I want to learn about artificial intelligence. 5 minutes, I want to learn about playing the music. Once you commit yourself to 5 minutes a day for 1 year, you're already ahead of 99% of the planet in that specific subject. That is astounding. That shows you how little work people commit themselves to. So all you need to do to get ahead of the people that are ahead of you is to just commit yourself to 5 minutes a day. And I don't understand how people just want to play victim and play the complacency game. Like, that doesn't give us nothing. So to go back to the original question of what should I do if I own a wellness practice and I want to reach more clients without relying solely on one-on-one sessions, how do I scale my business and increase revenue stream? You want to do that by committing yourself to creating systems, automations, so you actually move from one-on-one to one-to-many, which is literally the model of business that will allow you to scale. Because at a one-to-one level of operations, you're always limited to serving one customer, and that actually takes up your time, your energy, and your expertise to only serve one person. You must position yourself no matter what skill you have. If you know how to play the guitar, you could be playing the guitar to many people online. If you're going to charge $50 per hour to teach somebody the guitar, playing one-on-one with them, you could charge 10 people $10 per hour. You're going to get 10 people who are now willing to participate in your program. And for the same hour, you're making $100, and you don't even need to move from your home. All you got to do is to now just create funnels, which are systems that introduce your services to other people, and you funnel them in. Now, here's the thing. I don't pretend like I know the answer to all the questions. And there is one thing that's for sure, and that is every situation is very unique. Every human is super unique. If you need to grow, if you want to go to the next level, if you want to break through, you must be able to present your unique position, your unique capabilities, and your unique resources. First of all, to yourself on a paper, sit down, start writing this down. What are my resources? What are my abilities? What am I good at? What experiences in life did I go through? How did I eat dirt? In what part of my life that it could end up saving somebody a year of hardship? Did you deal with depression and you got out of it? That means you could now go and teach other people who are dealing with it on how to actually deal with it without, let's say, going on medication. Did you figure out how to patch your relationship with your partner? Did you figure out something about your job and hack something to create a system? Anything you want to do, you gotta create systems. Guys, we are moving to the age of AI, which is even more significant than electricity, which means that moving forward, we're going to be positioning ourselves as humans in a place where information is no longer valuable. I want you to think about this. Today, in 2025, Information is no longer valuable. The fact that you could do critical thinking within the next year is going to be invaluable, my friend. Engineers, doctors, lawyers, they are fast within the next 3 years are gonna have to start working with artificial intelligence because there is so much knowledge that we don't retain in our brain because we get foggy at best, and artificial intelligence remembers everything word by word, even not dropping a comma or a period. So your information that you're holding in your brain and you're thinking you're all that and a bag of chips and you got this covered is nothing. That does not mean you got to be afraid of artificial intelligence. That means this is your call. Heed the call right now. Answer the call right now. If nothing else, my intention is to bring to your attention right now how critical it is of the time that you're living through. We are at this part of human history, this chasm where our entire intention with our idea is to adapt technology, to learn how to work with artificial intelligence so you can actually not be falling behind. The wave of tsunami is coming, my friend. The tsunami of AI is coming our way. My question is, are you ready for it? Are you ready to ride that wave? Or are you standing and watching this massive giant wave that is coming towards you and you want to get crushed by it? Artificial intelligence is literally the difference between staying alive and thriving today and completely getting crushed by 2030. By 2030, if your business is not already integrated artificial intelligence into its minute to minute operations, and I'm not saying ChatGPT, bro. No, we're not talking about ChatGPT. We're talking about minute to minute operations, automations. If by 2030 you don't have that, your business is already gone. Consider it gone. I don't care what you sell. You could be selling butter, you could be selling car parts, or you could be selling services of roofing to people that have houses. If a roofing company comes to me today, and there are many of them that are coming, and these companies are onboarding artificial intelligence as AI employees into their company, they are 100% going to destroy your business when you don't have AI employees. When businesses are coming, and now, by the way, if you're just watching this as a consumer, you're going to see this more and more moving forward. You're going to be in conversation with AI employees so much within the next 1 year. And by the way, that helps you because instead of press one for this, press two for that, that is boring. That is technology of the 70s and 80s. Right now, with artificial intelligence, you're going to be seeing this. You're going to be conversing with it. As a matter of fact, you could call this same phone number that you're seeing up here that I'm prompting you to call. Just test it out. Call it and see how it works with AI. I invite you to call it and see what it says. The AI agent is trained here to help you and guide you, for example, to give you the link for participation in this program, to give you the link for that AI content on onboarding AI into your business. And we are deploying AI employees now into businesses, into real estate for pre-qualifying your audience, into restaurants for booking reservations, into into coaching businesses for pre-qualifying coaches and making appointments, even accepting payment on automation. The thing is, you got to do less of the unintelligent work. You got to do more of the money making opportunities that bring the money to your life. This is the entire concept that we're trying to communicate with you through these daily programs. We are here trying to answer your specific questions on growth, and making more money. Thank you that you're still with us. No matter who you are and where you are, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being with us. We are here every day, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Wherever you see this video, I don't even know any longer where we are. We are on like 9 different sources on 5 different platforms. So wherever you see this, the best way to get in touch with us, if you want to ask your own questions and you want to use this $500 gift of consulting to create breakthrough experiences in your life, in your job, and in your business, then use the opportunity every day, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. We're here live for you. Jump on a call with us and let's talk how you're going to break through to the next level, because my friend, nobody is going to come knocking on your door trying to help you. It is only you and you. I'm not trying to sell you anything here. There is no link to click on to buy anything. There is literally nothing that you're being sold to. This is 100% our commitment to our community and service. I am 100% committed to serving you. I hope you've gotten enough value out of this. And as we are nearing our end of the hour, we have about 8 minutes. So I want to see and read some of these beautiful comments and questions that you're all proposing and putting out here. Let's see actually what we got here. Okay. Let's see another question. Maybe we could take a quick one. What are the best ways to scale my e-commerce business, especially in a competitive market where advertising costs keep rising? This is so funny. Did we not just hear this from Tony? He was saying how marketing is the easiest it has ever been for humanity because we have access to 8 billion people. 5 billion of them have a phone in their hand and they're able to speak with you directly and reach you. Yet it is the hardest because it is so hard to effectively capture somebody's attention, which brings us to this conversation. You have to do things differently that your competition is not willing to do. You have to inject personalizations. You have to use and utilize content and code to actually be able to get ahead of your competition. If your question is, how can I get ahead from my competition because I'm in e-commerce, my answer to you is, again, we don't know what your brand is. We don't know what you're selling. You're more than welcome to jump on one of these calls any day moving forward so that we could talk specifically about your business. But if what you want to do is to just get more out of the same that you're able to put out, you got to become more smart. And the number one way of actually creating content more intelligently is to always define for yourself who your audience is, who your ideal target audience is. Who do you want to actually stop on their track when going on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter so that they stop, or on TikTok, doesn't matter, any of the platforms, YouTube, so that they stop and pay attention to you? What are their fears? What keeps them up at night? What is the biggest concern that person has that you want to serve using your products or using your services? And it is your responsibility, not only to yourself, not only to your family, not to your company, not to your employees, but it is your responsibility to your ideal audience who's searching out there, needing help, for you to show up for them in a way that they can understand and relate to you. And you could only understand how you can relate to them. It is your responsibility to relate to them. Because if you want to serve them, see, business is a spiritual game. A lot of people get this wrong. Business is not a hustle. Business is not a go-getting operation. Because if you get into the world of business and enterprise with a hustle mentality, you're always going to be suffering. You're always going to feel suffocated. We have so many clients that are so successful money-wise, financially, yet they are so miserable because they are so caught and lost in the sauce and caught up in the loops of operational day-to-day stuff. They don't even get to experience their life. How many single and with bad health CEOs do I know of that we are serving? We're trying to bring breakthroughs to them so that they could actually experience life on their terms while having more freedom of time, while having more respect and love for their body, for themselves. That's what we're trying to do with them. I'm trying to tell you there are solutions. There are many solutions for you to be able to live life on your terms. Just don't settle. Please, 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 my friend, don't settle. Don't settle for what is right now. Understand that what is does not need to remain that way. And never, nothing in life stays the same. As a matter of fact, our complacency and our lack of action only puts us in a position where we are going to witness the decline, the natural decline, and the atrophy. This is the law of physics. The natural atrophy of existence, of systems, as you watch them just fall apart. So please don't be complacent. Please, I implore you not to be complacent. Don't be happy with what is like don't be content, or don't be just sitting there and saying, well, what I have is the best I can do. You should be grateful for everything you have. Gratitude is the most powerful thing humans can exercise. I'm not saying don't be happy. That was not the right word choice. Be grateful for what you have right now, yet don't settle for it. That's the best way to say it. Don't settle for what you have right now, but be grateful for it. Push for more. Push for a breakthrough. Because if you don't, and if you settle for what you're grateful for, you're going to lose that. You're going to lose what you even have right now. If you have a loving relationship, you got to settle on it and not improve upon it, it's going to go down. You have good health, you're going to settle on it, you're not going to upkeep it, you're not going to spend time, energy to actually sustain it, it's going to go down. If you have money coming into your life, you're not going to do anything to sustain it, you're not going to do anything to actually move in a direction of growing it and actually expanding upon it, you're going to lose that money. Because somebody who is putting the effort to get ahead of you will come and take your job, will come and take your company, will come and take your customers. I don't know how else to tell you this. Be grateful for your blessings. Be grateful for whatever it is that you're experiencing. Don't settle for it. Push for the next level. Ask questions from the people who are today experiencing what it is that you dream of experiencing. Follow their formula. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. The strategies are immense and they're already out there. Like I told you, we live in the age of artificial intelligence, and AI has never been more groundbreaking than it is today. There are so many answers that we are able to pull out of and extract out of AI. Don't settle for what you have right now. Talk to AI. Have a conversation with AI. How can I bring more money to my business? This is where I am right now. I'm working at this company. How can I get a raise? How can I earn a raise? How can I earn myself the next job title? This is what job title I want to get. I want to be an executive this. I want to be a C-suite that. How can I be there from where I am today? Please. None of this is going to help me. By you doing better in your life, you don't help me. I have nothing to gain by that. I'm here just pouring my heart out for you, hoping that it moves one person so that you take the right path and make the right choice. Be grateful. Don't settle. Leverage artificial intelligence. Leverage automations. Bring abundance to you by staying consistent and taking action in the direction that you commit yourself to. Don't give up when you're not seeing results. We did talk about the 2 meter rule of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, one of the most referenced books, one of the most revered pieces of wisdom and golden nuggets and gems that are hidden in one place under one cover. Give yourself that gift in 2025 to actually be more, to experience more, to live more. You should do that. You deserve it. And I believe in you. I know you well. That's it. This wraps up our time here. Thank you so much. I love you, and I really, really hope I get to speak to you soon. I see so many of the numbers are just increasing and they're showing as you watch these shows. I hope at one time you make the commitment to yourself and join one of our conversations live. Let's talk about your business. Let's talk about how we can serve you better. All right. I hope you're having a beautiful rest of the day. Go kick some butt, take some names, and get on the path of growth. Embrace growth. Understand that with growth comes uncertainties and new experiences. So many of them are not going to be known to you. They're okay. Go for it. Push harder. Don't hold back. You're here on this beautiful planet to experience life beautifully to your standards, on your own terms. Don't settle for anything. All right. Love you. My name is Bliss. I'm a breakthrough consultant and a strategist for business growth and development. We use AI to help so many businesses. And if your business or if your career needs a boost, you can jump on these free community calls. Or if you don't want to talk about them privately, you could always go and book us or book somebody else who's going to be able to help you that you resonate with. But don't just settle. Don't just sit back. Love you. Take care. Bye-bye. Until tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bliss out.